Some of the king's advisors, who were envious of Daniel and his friends, saw this as an opportunity to get rid of them. They rushed to King Nebuchadnezzar and reported, "O king, you have decreed that everyone must worship the golden image, but there are certain Jews who refuse to obey. Daniel and his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." King Nebuchadnezzar was furious. He summoned Daniel and his friends to appear before him. "Is it true that you refuse to bow down and worship the golden image that I have made?" he demanded. Daniel and his friends stood tall and replied, "O king, we will not bow down to any idol, for we worship the one true God, the God of heaven and earth. We trust in his power to save us." The king's anger grew even hotter, and he ordered that the fiery furnace be heated 7 times hotter than usual. The flames roared, and the furnace became an inferno. Then he commanded his strongest soldiers to bind Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and cast them into the blazing furnace. As the soldiers approached, the heat from the furnace was so intense that it consumed them instantly. But something incredible happened when they threw the 3 young men into the furnace. Instead of being consumed by the flames, they walked freely amidst the fiery inferno. King Nebuchadnezzar watched in astonishment as he saw not 3, but 4 figures walking in the furnace. And the 4th figure had the appearance of an angel, protecting and comforting Daniel and his friends. Overwhelmed by what he saw, the king approached the furnace and called out, "Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out, come here." The 3 young men emerged from the furnace, unharmed and untouched by the flames. Their clothes were not singed, and there was no smell of smoke on them. The king's heart was filled with amazement, and he declared, "Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted in him." King Nebuchadnezzar then issued a new decree throughout his kingdom, declaring that the God of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was the one true God, and that anyone who spoke against their God would be punished. The king recognized the immense power and faithfulness of the God of Israel. As for Daniel and his friends, they continued to serve in the court of King Nebuchadnezzar, and later in the reign of other kings. Daniel's ability to interpret dreams and his unwavering faith in God led to many great achievements and honors throughout his life. The story of Daniel and the fiery furnace teaches us important lessons about courage, faith, and the power of trusting in God. No matter how difficult the circumstances, when we put our faith in God, He can deliver us from the most impossible situations. Daniel and his friends faced the threat of death in the fiery furnace, but their faith remained unshaken, and God's divine protection surrounded them. And so, the tale of Daniel in the lion's den serves as a powerful reminder to all of us, young and old alike, that with faith and trust in God, we can overcome any challenge, no matter how daunting it may seem. Just as Daniel's faith led him to triumph in the face of danger, so too can our faith sustain us in times of trial and adversity.